Hello viewers, in this unit we shall discuss about the classification of two important orders, that is Hymenoptera and Diptera, along with the characters of individual orders and the important families which are important economically. Now coming to the order Hymenoptera. Hymenoptera is made up of two words, hymen and ptera. Hymen means membranous, ptera means wings. So, the insect belonging to this order Hymenoptera, they are characterized by the membranous wings. It means the wings are membranous in nature. As far as the important characters of Hymenopteran insects are concerned, the first and most important character is head is hypognathous. It means the long axis of the head is vertical. It means the head is attached to the body vertically, but head is free and it is very much mobile. Mouth parts are biting and chewing time, and sometime the lapping or sucking type of mouth parts are also found in this order. Biting and chewing type mouth parts, where the insect feeds on the solid food material, that is the leaves or very fine tender shoots of the plant, whereas the lapping and sucking type of mouth parts are meant for sucking the plant sap or the chlorophyll, which is done by the help of the stylates or the needle-like structures, which are the characteristic features of sucking type of mouth parts. With regards to the wings, two pairs of wings are present, but the wing venation or the wing arrangement is very much reduced. It means the longitudinal or the cross veins, they are few in numbers as compared to others orders. Longitudinal veins are those veins which run from the base of the wing towards the anterior margin of the wing, whereas the cross veins are those veins which connects any two longitudinal veins. So, in this case, although two pair of membranous wings are present, but venation or wing neuration is very much reduced. Hemuli is present. Hemuli is a wing coupling mechanism which help the insect to cover more distance. In case of hemuli, some hook-like structures are born on the hind wings which fit into the forewings, and thereby a single unit of both wings is formed. The first abdominal segment of the insect body is fused with the metathorax. It means the first abdominal segment is completely fused with the third segment of the thorax. Ovipositor, which is an egg-laying apparatus, is very much present, and it is modified for the purpose of laying the eggs. In some of the species, stinging or sawing like or piercing like organs are also developed on the abdomen. Metamorphosis is complete. It means all the four stages, that is egg, larva, pupa and adults, they can be seen. That's why the changes can be seen very well or very easily as far as the different stages of the life cycle is concerned. Larva is generally known as grub, and the characteristic feature of a grub is that it possesses thoracic legs only and no abdominal legs are present. Besides, the member of this order with regards to the immature stages, they are always having no legs, or technically it is called apodous, or we can say that legs are completely absent in immature stage, that is known as grub. Pupa is exarata type, and frequently it is enclosed in a silken cocoon. Silken cocoon in which the pupa rests, or it passes one of its stage in the pupal form, which is made up of a silk-like shell. The common representatives belonging to this order includes wasp, bees, ants and sawflies. The important family which comes under this order Hymenoptera is Tenthridinidae. The insects of this family, they are medium sized, brightly colored, head, thorax and abdomen. It means all the three body divisions of the insects are of equal length. It means head, thorax and abdomen, they are more or less of the same size. Antennae, 2 pairs, but they are 3 to 11 segmented. Here the ovipositor, which is an egg laying apparatus made up of 3 pair of walls, is well developed, and the shape of the ovipositor is saw-like. Larvae are phytophagous. It means larvae, they only feed on the plant material. They further bears thoracic legs and abdominal legs. It means thoracic as well as abdominal legs are present in the larval stages of the insect. Wings are smoky with black veins, which are a prominent characteristic of the family Tenthridinidae. Coming to the examples, mustard sawfly, Athalia lugens proxima, is a noxious pest of mustard, and it causes a heavy loss to the crop and thereby reduce the yield, and finally the profit is also reduced. The second important family under order Hymenoptera is Apidae, where we find honeybees. Different types of honeybees or different species of honeybees are common. For example, Apis indica, Apis dorsata, Apis mellifera. Here the head is broad as thorax. It means the length and breadth of the head and thorax is equal. Mouth parts are mostly chewing and lapping type, particularly in case of honeybees. The body hairs are branched and it gives a velvety appearance. So, insects of the family Apidae, they look like velvet. Forewings are very much prominent along with the forelegs, which are also present and are clinging type, whereas the hind legs are pollen collecting or pharygeal type of legs are present, where the forelegs are modified into antennae-like structure, or they are commonly known as pollen collecting types of legs. Most of the species, they prefer to live in social form. There are 3 castes which are common in case of this family. A queen is there, a worker is there, and males are there. So, these are some of the important characters of the family Apidae. Now, coming to the Diptera, this is one of the important order of agriculture importance, where Di stands for 2 and Terra means wings. It means this is the only order out of the 30 orders which have been recognized so far. This is the only order where only one pair of wings are present. Only one pair. One pair is reduced and only one pair out of 2 is present. That is why the name has been given as Diptera. They are small to medium sized insect with soft body. All the 3 regions of the body, that is the head, thorax and abdomen, they are very distinct. It means one can easily recognize head, thorax and abdomen. Head is mostly hemispherical and it is attached to the thorax by a simple cylinder neck. You must be aware that neck is not present in case of insects, but neck-like structure which is technically known as cervix or cervicum, which is present. So, head is attached to the thorax by a flexible neck or cervix. Mouth parts are mostly piercing and sucking or lapping type or sponging type of mouth parts. All the thoracic segments are fused together. It means prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax, they cannot be easily separated from each other. Halteres are present. This is a modification of the wings. It means the forewings, they are modified, and hind wings, they are completely vestigial, and that is why the name has been derived Diptera. It means only one pair of wing is present. Metamorphosis is complete. It means all the 4 stages of the life cycle are common, starting from egg to the adult. adult stage is always preceded by a pupal stage. As far as the larva is concerned, it is apodous and commonly known as maggots. So, dipteran larvae are known as maggots where no legs are present or they are legless creatures. With regards to larval stage only, not the adult stage. Pupa is correcta type, and the best example which comes under this order are house flies and mosquitoes. Now, as we know, the two important examples of dipteran, house flies and mosquitoes. We all know that house flies, they are not acting as a pest, but they cause nuisance to us. They spoil our food and ultimately the diseases can be borne out as a result of the feeding of the house flies. Similarly, the other groups or other members of dipterans, that is the mosquitoes. Mosquitoes, as we know, they are responsible for transmitting the viral diseases. And this mosquitoes, they may be of different groups or different species of mosquitoes are found in the order Diptera, but out of the different species of mosquito, Anopheles genus is important, which is responsible for transmitting different viral diseases, particularly in the human beings and in our domestic animals, including poultry animals or poultry birds. One important family which is of economic importance is Triptidae, which is also known as Taphrytidae. These insects are small to medium size and commonly known as flies. Head is very large, broad, but it is provided with a neck-like structure or cervix. In other words, we can say that head is attached posteriorly to the middle part of the body, that is the thorax, by a small neck-like structure, which is not a true neck. It resembles to neck, and that's why this area is known as cervicum. Antennae are present and mostly they are three segmented. Aristate type of antennae is a common feature of this family. Aristate means a arista, a special type of structure which is known as arista. It is present in the flagellum part of the antenna. That's why the name has been derived as aristate type of antennae, and that makes a peculiar or special character of the family. Wings are usually spotted, or wings are provided with some spots, or in some members of the family they are also provided with some bands of different colors. Ovipositor, which is an egg laying apparatus in the females, is very well developed because they always lay their eggs in the soils. So, ovipositor should be very much developed, or it should be fully developed. And the best example is melon fruit fly. This is a noxious pest of many cucurbits, especially the melons, where it destroys both the quality as well as the quantity of the fruits. Thereby, we don't get the return as we expected because of the damage. Once the damaged fruits are sold in the market, they fetch very low prices. In this unit, we have discussed two important orders, Hymenoptera and Diptera, which are of economically important as far as the agricultural crops and storage commodities are concerned. Under the Hymenopterans, social insects, predators, parasitoids, they all come under this order and have great economic importance. We have seen the important characters of the order Hymenoptera and the characters of two important families we have discussed. Similarly, in case of dipterans, where the mosquitoes and houseflies are common creatures and both have their economic importance. As we all know, mosquitoes are very much responsible for carrying the various viral diseases. So, they act as vectors. Similarly, the houseflies, though they are not pests, but they cause some nuisance to the human beings as well as to the domestic animals or the poultry animals. Here only one family is important as far as this course is concerned. So, we have also discussed some of the salient features or the characters of that family.